out here on Tubonge. This is Tubonge.
Welcome back, guys. Today's episode, Tubonge's episode, we are here with another than Kadu, one of our members. And today's episode is all about expectations versus reality. And here we are here to chop it out with one and only. You're welcome to the pod.
Thanks man.
Tell us, Wagwan.
Me, I'm easy man. Kupambana na Nairobi too man.
Tell the viewers who you are and a bit of the glimpse of what you do.
So I'm Jugosh.
Hey, you're on Jugosh.
Yeah.
Sawa Jugosh, eh?
So basically,
if you watch this pod, hey, tukuna kan Jugosh, promote, man.
Bana man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry to cut
so
you.
basically me, I'm a creative. I do copywriting. I also do digital marketing.
Perfect.
And basically just anything creative. I'm the go-to guy.
Yeah. Hey, viewers, you've had anyone who wants to reach out to our gem over here called Kadu. Nani fan wa, which team do you support also?
Arsenal. Team kubwa.
The ops on this other side, So Kadu karibu. Here is our hub. Nene.
Yeah.
And so what would you try and chop it out in your perspective or your POV on this today's episode?
So in terms of this episode today, reality versus expectations.
Yeah.
Try to chop it out. Even you like this age, you had a certain expectation.
Yeah.
You have like 3 kiddos.
Yeah.
You've bought your third moti. You've jangad kribo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now the reality hits.
Yeah.
Man.
So those it's something that you grew up with the folks ukiona your food chain, how that culture that when I get to a certain age nafaa nikuwa nishamari nishasoma nijenga keja. Saizi today's reality dash vitu kwa ground ni different.
Ende tu vile life inenda man.
That's a very like an organic thought about it, especially the fact that when we were kids we used to be told that okay, unajua kosa kwenda high school poa, kosa kwenda university mzuri, utapata job poa, and then ase wenye walingangana kupita walipatanga unapata ndo wako tao, labda wanatembea wako na placard nini asking for jobs and stuff.
It's a funny thing man. Kuna mse tulikuwa naye high school manze alikuwa a student man. Alipata A86 KCSE. Tena juzi kwa 2012. Yeah, so manze juzi napata inbox ananiuliza kazi man. He's been tamarking for over 6-7 years. Imagine you're a guy from a poor family, so sides of Garissa.
Oh my god.
Manze nilisikia uchungu man.
That's painful. But at least you've echoed that in the pod and I hope this message goes out there to anyone who wants to understand that you can have it all in your papers and stuff, lakini come kwa applying the reality or the the skill itself unapata you don't have it. And what today's society is looking for some different aspects. So unapata msee alienda kasoma neurosurgeons jinini na kuna hiyo job hapa.
And then also I think many also causes are outdated man.
Oh my days. I know that also. Like I think also in our culture, on our education system, it's set the previous system, I think the 844 system was ilikuwa imeset somehow ukijua ukifanya hivi unaenda in progressive, but the new system I think has allowed now the kids and the students to now it's just diverse in a different angle, which is the best at least, which because sisi to learn home science unapata wase home science wako it's agriculture. Okay, kuna sana make it through agri business is booming definitely, but there's some certain courses you find that someone went for but they're not being, you know.
Nikuuliza hata wewe kazi sahii chemistry bro.
Hey.
Story ya what ilikuwa hiyo titration. Why do you even need titration?
I personally hapo sizingilia juu mimi chem nilikuwa sikwa huko lakini I'm sure that there are guys who play with those things. Yeah. It's just that we don't hear about them. They're unique on their own world. But it's crazy how we already the first 5-7 minutes already, you know, in depth about this conversation. But you know, to just break it down, so we have compared a bit of the education part and the employment part. We have seen that you know, the education leading to specific career paths and the reality and the reality between it is totally
different.
The variables are not matching. So how do you think we can beat that?
I think, man, the thing we can do is like, I think also parents should just tell guys like straight up. Like this is how life is. They prepare guys like early, man. They're too like, hey, life is not easy. You need to work hard. You need even you need more skills. You need more skills. Even folks should tell.
So our folks also should not limit the brain of the kid. Like just give them that opportunity to have to explore everything. You know? So that's dope. That's dope. Like so explore the challenges individuals face during suitable employment, and I think now that's where that's the situation where it comes in. You've been given all that tools, but when it comes to now the challenges on how, you know, how employment and how it differs with the society expectations, it's like I don't know how to bridge them. It's like this one gives this, but this one also doesn't reciprocate it together. You know, like you may find also like you're a scholar, but you're working in a business environment, or you did business but unajipata uko kwa in a different field of study, but it's because now that's what it is, and you have to adapt to it. So if you can't adapt to certain challenges, I think that's how we are finding there's a big
gap, man.
There's a big gap. So I don't know how we can monetize that, or rather our viewers can understand that you don't have to dependent on one educational aspect that you got. But the thing about having that multi-diverse skills, it opens you different doors, and then also you get experience on different angles. Reality, but at the end of the day you acquire a lot of
skills,
man. And I think that also it now makes us move forward to the, you know, how now culture, the cultural norms and the traditions have just you know, the expectations on the reality also perspective, because when now the education and the employment part is broken, then we move down to the relationships and the marriage, how we've just broken it down, and then move forward to the cultural norms and the traditions. You find now the society breaks, because now you find there's now the LGBTQ. Sorry to bring it, but it's a culture that it's an old school tradition. It's a new culture, and the traditions way back we do not allow such things, you know. But today's culture, it's allowed to diversify and allow such habits, or rather, how can we say it? Package it nicely,
like. This is really just westernized.
Yes.
Culture has just been westernized.
It's being westernized. So we're finding that we are letting go of our own culture here. Man. And man, it's tough, man.
It's tough, man. But I think Kenya's been struggling with, man.
Really?
Like
we're too open.
No, like we're too open, like
for the world.
Maybe we don't have like our own unique.
We don't have our unique identity.
Like I say, guys, I'm a piano, they came and took the world.
So you have
Nigerian, Afro. Like, you know, Kenya, we're just trying to imitate like the West. Trying to imitate like so many people.
Yeah. And that definitely it just gives us where the reality may deviate, or the expectations, the implications about it. Because now when we are in an open world, open culture or open society, we of course we are like a dump city, so we
just taking everything.
We'll take everything up. We won't even have. We'll forget our own identity.
Yeah.
And wow, that's at least something I've seen that we are facing. Because also football. Let's sport. Just called. We don't embrace our local teams. Like you. When if I'm not team gani locally?
Bro, very sure much local.
Oh my days, you see. So you're just Arsenal strong.
Arsenal.
That's why you're not winning. You see, you for me, generally. Mimi, Gor. Ngwe mbaya sana. Mimi huanga from Gor every day one hadi wa leo.
Tangu which year?
I have a cousin who played for Gor Kitambo. So that's
so ever since. Name like the whole team.
No. She's not, but at least najua ma players.
Uje games zao.
Na follow games zao.
Like next week wanacheza nani?
Niko Ndakas bro. Tulichapa last weekend, tulichapa Tusker 1-0 na sisi ndo tuna lead kwa table. Mimi niko rada while you're supporting us and you don't you know but you see also now that culture of today's, like we have forgotten now our own sports, and because everyone wants to watch EPL, you want to watch we forget the KPL also has the viewers and all that thing. So I think also that has a bit left a gap, but I know LSG Sports is trying to do something about it, and we Limitless we're trying to do something on its own. And apart from sports, what else can you say? Cultural and
relationships, man.
You want to go back to the relationship conversation, bro,
and
it's changed.
It's changed, man. You know, like Kitambo, man. Like chicks, like basically beat a chick, yani 3-4 years, you guys are courting, then you settle down, man, and then you get married. Like guys by 30, 90% of guys are married. Kini squeeze unafika 30, bro. Like guys, market soko imejaa mbaya. Watu wataki kuolewa bana.
I mean, don't you think it's because also the fact that also the economy doesn't allow also also all that perspective into one. Also that fact that we were talking about culture and the traditions have also changed. So you find that now here in Kenya, rather our society here has definitely, we have just a bit copy pasted the Western culture, and a bit forgotten what we really have to do, you know. And I think it's also about also leadership, because when you elect, it's good to elect new leaders, young, fresh, but I believe also the old generation and the new should also have an integration, you know, like with the past, the knowledge, and also you know, and have a library to store all this information for our future kids to just, you know, continue subscribing to it and learning to it, you know. And with I think also that's what they tried doing through the Uru Gardens and stuff, but we need more cultural sites, you know, in different counties. If your county was really embraced on, you know, like athletes, like the Eldoret perspective, they should have their own library of how the sports you know, it grew, or the athleticism grew with that. And then also when we go to other counties like the coast, where now we might say the skill is I mean, we can say also, you know, the tourism perspective, and
even food, man.
The food and their culture is so different, you know. That's Arabic and Swahili, and then the Mijikendas, you know, those kind of the Kambas. I think that culture should not be left out, and each coastal county should have at least a heritage site that you know, has gathered, and maybe that way our kids will not forget where we've come from. And because even books have changed. Remember, So ulikuwa unatema ulisema Kifo Kisimani? So unaona haiko saizi.
Man, haiko saizi ni some funny books.
Well, bro, I don't know what's happening. River Between, so such books ama such knowledge of, that can be well saved.
Just saved and you can retrieve it easily.
That's one way we can, at least improve on knowing the knowledge, know-how on what our culture and stuffs and traditions are.